They collect all the geeks they can find in Toronto on one incredible weekend called Fan Expo. Has anybody here heard of Fan Expo? Yeah. You know the interesting thing, I told this story in 4 different MoMondays, and every time the photographer raises his hand. Just a little thing I know. Anyway, so Fan Expo 5 years ago, 2013, was a very special one. There's a show on the CW, it's called Arrow, it's based on the Green Arrow comic book character. Is anybody familiar with Arrow? It's probably the same people who are seconds. Yeah, so. All right. So Arrow's this great show. Stephen Amell plays the lead character, Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. And Stephen Amell, actually, for those who don't know, is a Toronto boy. He grew up at Young and Bloor, him and his brother Robbie, and they're both actors. And so season 1 of Arrow had just finished the previous year. So Labor Day weekend, and we're at Fan Expo. And Stephen Amell is making his first appearance. The one thing I love about Fan Expo is, other than like the cosplay and running into people who are into the same things you are, it's a great place for that. Just getting your inner geek out. One thing I love is the Q&As. All the actors they bring in, and I met William Shatner, Christopher Lloyd, Henry Winkler. The list goes on and on. I've met a lot of people, really cool people at Fan Expo. But they do these Q&As where they just sit at the front, kind of, there'd be a desk, and they'd sit out here with a microphone and just answer questions, talk to the crowd. It's really cool. So, every year we go to Fan Expo, it's always me and a group of friends. And at the end of every day, we pick a bar, we pick a pub, we pick a patio, and we all meet up and share the day's adventures. So I go to a patio on Front Street at Jack Astor's, almost right across from the Metro Convention Center where they host it. And all my friends are already there. There's 2 empty seats, and me and my warrior brother Duncan show up. And as we sit down, one of the couples there is my friend Jeff and his wife. Now, Jeff's wife and I have never, ever gotten along. It makes mine and Jeff's relationship a little bit hard sometimes. So we're sitting down, and Michelle's telling the story about seeing the Stephen Amell Q&A. And so Doug and I sit down, we order our beers, and she's like, yeah, so I'm in line, we get in line, and the line's huge. It goes all the way down the hall and around the corner into the auditorium where he's going to speak. And we're in line, and we're sitting there, and we look over, and Stephen Amell's walking by, and he's got security with him, and these 2 young kids who host this show on the Space Network. And she's like, oh, wow, he's as cute in real life as he is on the show. That's awesome. And she's like, yeah, and he passes, and he turns the corner where there's more people lined up, and he goes down that hall, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear this loud, obnoxious guy, and he's like, oh my God, Stephen Amell, you're the greatest, you're the best, you're the great, oh my God, I love the show. And I'm like, oh, I wish this guy just doing fanboys. Why don't the kids should be quiet? We're going to get in soon. So Duncan and I start laughing. We look at each other and just bust a gut. And she's like, well, what's so funny? And I take a sip of my beer and look her in the eye and I say, I was that loud, obnoxious guy around the corner. Now let me tell you what happened. I had gotten in line about 45, maybe an hour before the Q&A started, Duncan and I. We're talking to fans, hey, how do you like the show? How is he as Green Arrow? What do you think? We've heard about Supergirl maybe coming, The Flash might be coming, this is really cool. And we're talking, and all of a sudden I look over, and Stephen Amell comes around the corner. And he's got security and a handler, and he's with these 2 hosts, these 2 young people that host this show on Space. And I'm like, oh my God, Stephen, it's awesome. I love the show. You're amazing. It's so good to see Green Arrow live. This is so cool. Oh my God. And I look around and know everyone's looking at me. And I'm like, we've all been in line for at least an hour and a half to see that guy. Why aren't you people excited? And I'm like, Stephen, I love the show. You were perfect for that role. Thank you so much for being the Green Arrow. And he looks at me, and his face gets all red, and he puts his head down, just keeps walking. So he walks in the auditorium, and 15 minutes later, the doors open, and the line starts moving. So the line's moving and moving along. And as me and my friend Duncan get inside, 2 Fan Expo staff members step in front of us with their hands up. And I'm like, oh no. Did I say something? Was I that obnoxious as a fanboy? Am I about to be told to go home? Does he already have the restraining order? So they're like, oh, the rest of you go that way. So we start going down this hall, and it's curving around the theater, and it's going downstairs and downstairs and downstairs, and we get to the bottom, and there's just this door here. And there's nobody there. And I'm like, I guess we go through the door? So I open up the door. I'm looking at 2 empty seats, front row for the Q&A. So I may have thrown some elbows. It was not my best day, but me and Duncan got in those seats. And 10 minutes later, Stephen Amell walks out on stage with the 2 young hosts from the Space Network, whatever show it was at the time. Stephen sits in the middle after everybody's done, clapping and cheering for him. There's a host on either side, and one of the young hosts picks up the microphone and says, we're running a little late, we really apologize, so we're just going to get a Q&A. Who's got a question? Everybody starts raising their hand. And Stephen Amell picks up the microphone and says, no, we're not. And these 2 young guys, this isn't in the script, what are you talking about? Stephen Amell says, where is that guy that was yelling for me in the line? I stand up, and you can see this picture on my Facebook. He walks across the stage, leans down, shakes my hand, and says, you made this con for me. Thank you very much. You see, in life, we are given moments where if you're open to it, magic happens. Amazing things happen. Stories happen. And what I want to get out the most today is that there'll always be somebody who shits on your story. But it's okay. It's not their story. It's your story. And we've grown up for civilization sharing stories around campfires and plays and movies and radio and writing and reading, all the things we've done to share our stories. If you've got one, if you've taken a moment in your life where the universe has just opened up and said, here's something really cool that's going to happen to you right now, and you're open to that, grab that shit hard and hold on to it and have fun with it and enjoy the ride. Because sharing stories is amazing. You never know who you'll inspire, you never know who you'll help, you never know, that person just may have needed that laugh that day, right? So share your stories. Live your stories. Never be embarrassed of your stories. Isn't that what MoMondays is all about? Thank you.